Hello everyone, welcome to yet another video of daily market analysis from Alpha CQ. So what we are seeing on a screen is a Nifty daily chart. Now let's get started with our discussion. So we can see that Nifty opened within this 2 days zone and we tried actually extending the range above previous 2 days high. But again we were not able to take out this high around 18,000, the swing high which is around 18,200 zones. So yeah, as we discussed, there is nothing much happening on daily time frame chart. At least we are stuck within a range of 18,350 to 17,800 zones. I think for any directional move, we need to see breakout or breakdown from this consolidation. Only then we can see some directional move happening. So that was from Nifty daily chart. Now let's get into the profile chart of Nifty and see what markets tried doing today. So yeah, this is the profile chart of Nifty what we are seeing. Again, you can see that there was initially there was some interest in buying. I think this buying is because of interest from Banknifty. Let's discuss why that is from Banknifty when we go to the Banknifty chart. Initially, you can see that there was some nice intent from buyers to explore higher prices, testing this HVN somewhere around 18,000. Yeah, you can see that this HVN, which we had discussed in our previous video, as important as well. This HVN, you can see that we got rejected or exhausted exactly around same 18,200 zones. So yeah, initially there was some excitement from buyers to take higher prices, but again after that, after 1 hour of trading, you can see that trading went absolutely sideways, and later we got some profit booking as well. And again, second part of the day, we saw prices coming back near VWAP and trading flat and making this normal distribution curve day. So what is happening is, so there is some interest attempt from buyers at least to take prices higher. But again, they are not that confident with their action itself. So that is the reason why we are getting this kind of small corrections in between intraday time frame. So yeah, that is on profile chart. One more important thing which we need to observe is, in our previous video also we made point that this HVN is important for our coming session. Friday we saw Nifty making lows around 18,050 and getting rejected. So yeah, again today you see there is higher value area placement from previous day. So this is a small observation which will help us to know that there is some intent from buyers to take higher prices. So yeah, that is what is happening on profile chart. So if we want to look at the zones which are important for our next trading session, yeah, again this zone 18,200 zone is very crucial. And again immediately we have this swing high around 18,250. So what we can do is we can consider this whole as a one zone, like 18,200 to 18,250 zones. If we see acceptance of price here, then we can explore higher prices. Let's see what are the zones which can be targeted if at all we start accepting higher. Yeah, so this is the zone, like, which we have marked already somewhere around 18,300 zones. So just keep eye on this, the 18,250 to 200 to 250 zones. If at all we start accepting around this zone, then 18,300 can be seen very quickly actually. So on the other side, what can go wrong for buyers here? So yeah, no doubt buyers are trying to take prices higher, but looking at their strength, it is not that comfortable going long as well, because with I expect the higher value area placement, no other development is letting us believe that buyers are in control of action. So just keep eye on this lows and this low, 18,050 zones, which is very important now, because coming back to here, this zone may not be very good sign for buyers anymore. So in that case, then acceptance below this can trigger a big short for weekly expiries, or which can actually trigger the prices very quickly to the downside. So yeah, 18,050 to the downside is the zone which we need to look for. So that was from the Nifty profile chart. Now let's get into the 5 minutes chart of Nifty. So again, you can see that there were some big candles in initial part of the day, and later they got exhausted. We saw this sideways move, and then again some profit booking, and again prices scaling near VWAP, and then trading sideways near the VWAP. So this is what happened today. There was no clear directional trade which could have been taken. So if at all we wanted to go long, yeah, I think looking at this strength, we should have kept our stop losses below VWAP, which would have obviously triggered. So later there was no indication here, anything of such sort which indicated some long trades there. So that was from the 5 minutes chart. Now let's get into the Bank Nifty daily chart. Here we can see that something interesting is happening now. So in our previous videos, we had discussed that Bank Nifty is trading within the consolidation of 42,900 and 41,900 zones. Today you can see that we actually opened near the upper extreme of the consolidation, which was very good sign for buyers. But developing the day, we did not find any strength from buyers. But again, we need to look here. Since this is a visual reference, there is expected supply coming in. So, but what those supply is doing to Bank Nifty is very important, which we need to look for. So this is a very good sign for buyers actually right now. In our previous video, we discussed that if at all we need some directional move, then what happens around the extreme is very important. This is what we explained in our previous video. So just have a look at what's happening around this extreme. So this might give you an indication on the next directional move actually. So that is what is happening on the Nifty daily chart. Now let's get into the profile chart. So yeah, this is the profile chart of Bank Nifty today. You can see that there was good gap up opening in Bank Nifty, but later buyers did not make use of that good strength to take prices much higher. We saw exhaustion and prices coming down, and again prices trading flat, forming this sideways zone. But what one important observation we need to make here is, since this was a visual reference, like swing high, like any trader would have spotted this swing high and expected that sellers would come in and start taking prices again lower. So that selling is making this downside move actually. That might be stopping buyers from taking prices higher. But one thing we need to observe here is this supply is getting observed actually here. That might be happening, because what happens is, once you approach the visual references, there will be people who are long from here booking profits, and also looking at the visual reference, people might be entering shorts. So this might take some time to break out. So otherwise also, which can lead to some downside move also, that I'm not sure yet. Let us give market time to decide. But looking at the current development, it looks like the supply from the higher extreme of this swing high is getting absorbed by buyers. So when will that be confirmed? Like if we see acceptance above this high now, today we formed somewhere around 42,990 to 43,000 zones. If at all we start accepting above this zone, then this day would be confirmed as a day where the supply was being observed, and now all the supply is observed and we can scale higher. So in that case, what are the zones which we need to target? This is the first zone. 43,300 will be our first target, and later we can say that again higher swing highs will be important, somewhere around 43,750 zone. So there is much of price differential here. So let's concentrate on single points now. So that is 43,400 to 43,300 zones. Just keep eye on today's high, 43,000 zones. If at all we start accepting above this zone, then be ready for good short covering towards 43,300 to 43,400 zones. That is one possibility which can happen. The other possibilities which can actually happen is, if at all this was a just update to trap all the buyers, late buyers, then that will be very bad for buying actually. What references will give us clarity on that? Today's low somewhere around 42,700 zones, and this HVN somewhere around 42,581, 42. Well, let's keep it as a 42,600 to 42,700 zones. If at all we come back here and start accepting, then that is really a bad sign for buyers, because one thing is we tried scaling higher, we failed, and we are coming back. And the next thing is coming back to this consolidation, which means that all business what was done here was tested and no new business was seen, and now we are coming back to the consolidation, which proves all buyers from this zone are wrong, and they'll be trapped with their long positions, which will fuel the down move actually in that case. So just be cautious, don't try to conclude with long trades yet. So wait for 43,000 zones to get cleared. If you want to go long, just keep eye on this 43,000. Acceptance above that can open up longs. Otherwise, keep a look on this lows around 42,700 to 42,600 zones. Acceptance here can give you a good opportunity to go short actually, which can even give you a quick money to downside. So that is what we can analyze from profile charts today. Let's get into the 5 minutes chart now. So this 5 minutes chart also same thing. Initially there was some good interest from buyers. Later we saw some sideways move, and again there was some downside move, and again markets stayed sideways, doing nothing there. So all these signs, see again, this can be because of supply which is coming in from the visual reference. So that can be the reason why we are not scaling higher yet. Unless that supply is observed, we might stay in the sideways zones in the same manner. So that was from the 5 minutes chart. So yeah, that was for the today's analysis. Hope this discussion will help you out in tomorrow's trade planning process. Thank you so much.